guys, and welcome back to Mental Health and Us. Today we're going to be talking about coping strategies for a mental health crisis. I've got a few notes that written down here because it's impossible to remember it all. But yeah, these are strategies that I use and which I've mostly learned through dialectical behaviour therapy, and now I put them into my daily life. So the first one is TIPP. This stands for temperature, intense exercise, paced breathing and progressive muscle relaxation. So this is used when you are feeling that your emotions are so high that you cannot do anything. You don't know what to do with yourself, and this can help to sort of ground you a little bit, and it really helps me. So temperature. The whole thing with temperature is that cold exposure makes your blood pressure drop and decrease your heart rate. And then heat exposure makes your blood pressure rise and increases your heart rate. Obviously, this is something that if you have a medical condition, you should really consult your doctor about before using it. So, an examples of I've got some examples of cold and I've got some examples of hot. So if you've got any ideas or anything that you use, comment down below and let me know. Sharing is caring. So cold. So this really helps to sort of shock your system. So it can be as simple as just washing your face with really cold water, just splashing your face. Or going for a walk on a really cold day. Obviously wear the appropriate clothes, but going out there helps. One of the things that really, so when my emotions are really intense and you get urges and things like that, you put an ice cube on your skin where you feel is best, and it can be anywhere on your body. Your skin is thinner around your neck and your face, and so that's quite a good place to do it, and also inside your elbows and just on your arms and legs, wherever you feel best. And it just sort of shocks you a little bit, and it does hurt a little bit, but you move it before it causes any damage. And drinking a cold drink with ice, chewing an ice cube, or taking a cold shower. So for heat, you can take a hot shower, wrapping yourself in a blanket or a duvet and just getting really cozy, going outside on a hot day. Hot water bottle can be helpful here, and a hot bath. So intense exercise, the I of TIPP. So this helps to spend the energy that you're getting from your overwhelming emotions. So this can be really simple as well. Star jumps. Stand on the spot, do some star jumps. Go for a run, do some dancing, some music inside. Going for a power walk or using a skipping rope. All can really help. And then we've got paced breathing. If I'm honest, this is one that I struggle with because if I concentrate on my breathing a lot, it then mucks my breathing rhythm up, and then it just panics me, and that's just me. But for some people, really, really helpful. And it reduces the physical manifestation of overwhelming emotions. One of the simple things that you can do is breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds and out through the mouth for 6 seconds, and then do this for 1 to 2 minutes, and then that will hopefully help. So the last one, progressive muscle relaxation. This is another one that I used to use a lot. You start from your toes, tensing them up for 5 seconds, of releasing them, pairing all the muscles upwards, so your calves, your thighs, your arms, your hands, everything, and you go all the way up, and then at the end you tense your whole body and then release again. That really helps gives you concentration on that, and it also gives you that feeling of tense and then the relaxation afterwards. So another really quick and easy skill to use is pros and cons. You have 2 courses of actions with your overwhelming feelings, or should I do this or should I do this? What are the pros and what are the cons of each? And then you can work out the best way to proceed. These next skills are also to help with overwhelming emotions. There is ACCEPT. This is an acronym for activities, contributing, comparisons, emotions, pushing away, thoughts and senses. So I'll go through a few of these, I'll go through all of them for you. Activities, so playing a game, getting something done, calling a friend, playing cards, just keeping yourself busy and distracted really. Contributing, doing things for others, so that would be making a cup of tea for your spouse or your friend, or helping out a friend doing something. Comparisons, comparing the past to now, to where you are now to where you have been, and also other people's suffering, not dwelling on their suffering, not taking the mickey out of their suffering, but the fact that what you've got now is different to what somebody else might have. So it sounds really silly, but when I was really poorly, something I used to like to do was watch Jeremy Kyle. You can still do that on YouTube, even though he's not on the telly anymore. But sometimes you see the arguments that these people are having with their family, with their friends, with their neighbours, and you just think, thank God that's not me. Emotions. So this is sort of like watching an emotional film, listening to an emotional piece of music, reading an emotive book, all focusing on the emotional side. This can be, if you're feeling really sad and really pooey, then you can watch a happy comedy film and that will help. Or if you need to bring yourself down a little bit, watch a sad one and let yourself cry. Pushing away, so this is mentally and sometimes physically. So you push away the situation, the feelings, if you can, depending on what it is that's making you feel so awful, take yourself out of that situation, physically remove yourself. Thoughts, this is something you need to do to occupy or divert your thoughts. So if you're getting racing thoughts, it's something like concentrating on doing a puzzle. A puzzle occupies your mind, so that's really helpful. And then senses, this is to stimulate your physical senses, so your vision, hearing, smell, taste, touch, something to do with that. Hot or cold shower, simple as that. Something that smells nice, that sort of thing. Another skill that I really find helpful is improving the moment. This is another acronym, which is improve. So the I is imagery, M is meaning, P is prayer, R is relaxation, O is one thing, V is vacation, and E is encouragement. And I'll go through these and explain them for you. So imagery, this is like finding positive imagery. When I was in hospital, a lot of the time I would go to look at pictures of my boys and my family, like my husband and my kids. It just made me feel better knowing that I've got them there. Meaning, so this is finding meaning from a painful situation. So it's trying to focus on the positives of a painful situation. By doing this, you can carry on and just not focus on the negative and go in that spiral down and down and down. Right, prayer. I'm not religious, not everybody is religious, but this can be to a higher power, like if you're spiritual or anything like that, or your own wise mind. So your own wise mind is through mindfulness, walk in the middle path. It's your how and what, and you're gonna carry on using your wise mind. Relaxation, relax, pretty self-explanatory. It's by stretching, breathing deeply, anything like that. One thing, so this is a little bit like mindfulness. It's focusing on one thing in the moment and remaining present to what you are thinking about in that moment. Vacation, I still use this quite a lot when things are just getting really stressful. Just take myself off to another room, have a lie down, watch a bit of telly, just having that time out, and that can give you a mental break from the situation and everything like that. But you have to make sure it's not for no longer than 24 hours. It's not good for you to be on vacation for longer than that, because these feelings will all creep back in and it won't be as effective. And the last one is encouragement. This one always makes me laugh, but not because it's talking to yourself in a positive manner, but we had a doctor on our ward, and one of the things that he used to say is, "You the man." So every time I think about encouraging myself, I will say, "You the man," and it just makes me smile, gives me a little happy memory. Right, the last one is self-soothe. This one I use a lot. Sometimes you just need it at the end of the day, sometimes you need it throughout the day, but it's a good thing to do. So obviously you've got your sight, your hearing, your smell, your taste and your touch. All of the 5 main senses. For vision, looking at beautiful things, flowers, the woods, your husband, pictures of your friends and your family, and yeah, just looking for those beautiful things around you. They don't have to be physical things that are just sat around you. They can be on the TV or anything like that, on your phone. Hearing, so this can be anything really, but the main one people go for is music. Obviously depends on your taste to which. Another thing that people find really helpful is listening to nature and the things around them, and just nature calls and things like that. Smell, this is one of my favourites. This can be soap, lotion, essential oils, flowers, candles. I tend to have a lot of nice smelling things around the house, just that I can pick up and use, and it just makes me feel all nice inside to smell something good. Taste, so eating your favourite foods, trying new ones, or if you want to pull yourself out of like the comfort zone, suck on a lemon. And that sour taste can give you a little shock and make you stop thinking about what you're thinking about. Touch, so petting an animal, playing with an animal, your pet dog, your pet cat, or you having a massage, going somewhere, treating yourself to a massage. And one of the things that I like to do at the end of every day is getting my comfy clothes. My pyjamas are one of my favourite things. And sometimes if you're having a bad day, why not sit in your pyjamas? So they're the top tips I've got from my DBT. What I use a lot of, and what some things that I don't use but other people find helpful, and what one thing helps one person, it doesn't necessarily help another. But try them all out. Let me know if you enjoyed that video. Let me know if they're helpful. Let me know if you've got any tips and things that you like to do to help bring you down from that crisis point or just that mental health bad day. Give us a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, see you next time.